Another Brick fan with a LEGO Star Wars review. This is the 501st Legion Clone Troopers. This is set 75280, was released in August 2020, has 215 pieces, 6 minifigures, and cost about $30 when it was released. This is also known as the 501st Battle Pack. These clone troopers are from the 501st Legion, which were famously worked under General Skywalker and later, of course, Darth Vader's personal stormtroopers. This is a enhanced battle pack. It's essentially a larger version of a battle pack, where you would normally get 4 figures in a battle pack, and this one you get 6, and then 2, I would say, scale-size vehicles inside of this pack. Let's take a look at the 2 vehicle builds, and then we'll take a closer look at the minifigures. Here's the ATST, or the smaller walker, that comes with this set. I think it is done pretty well. I like the blue and gray color scheme they used on this. Fits a minifigure quite well up here. There are some clips on the back here for, in this case, there's some binoculars, and then the trooper's blaster back here is clipped in. You see this control panel up here, which is done with a sticker. Then there are some 501st Legion stickers here. A couple other stickers along the front of the ATST. And then there are stickers on the legs down here on the bottom of the legs. The feet are done pretty nicely with these tooth pieces in silver for the toes, just to give a little bit extra stability. There are 3 friction joints here, so one for the ankle, one for the knee, and one for the hip. This is a little bit back heavy, I think, the way it's designed, so it doesn't position in a lot of ways, although you can position the legs a little bit here. There's a stud shooter on the front. This is on a ball joint, so it has a lot of movement in it and can aim lots of different directions, which I thought was a good choice. These panels here can be positioned out a little more to offer more protection to the driver of the walker here. Overall, a pretty good piece, and nicely done with the pieces that were included with the set. Not as detailed as some of the other walkers, but this certainly looks pretty good. Let's take a look at the larger speeder bike. Here's the speeder bike that comes with the set. Once again, several stickers on that. There's a small sticker on the front here for this little blue patch. And then there's 3 stickers on this angled piece here, one on either side and one on the top. They use a bunch of these snowshoe or snowmobile skids here. There's 4 of them positioned around the speeder to give it some texturing. 2 stud shooters in the front here, and then there are some additional weapons strapped on. So this is just a standard blaster with a lightsaber hilt on it to give it a little extra texture. A couple of air intakes around here. About my only, I think this looks pretty good the way they built it. It uses the jumper plates here to center this raised piece here. The trooper fits in here fairly comfortably, be able to hold on to the 2 control sticks, which are actually independent of each other. My only complaint maybe is to have put some inverted round tiles on the bottom here to make it slide a little smoother. This is supposed to be a vehicle that levitates a little bit, so I would have liked to have seen a couple of those rounded, inverted 2x2s underneath here to make it slide a little bit easier across a surface. But overall, a good representation of a larger speeder bike for these clone troopers. Let's take a quick look at the minifigures that come with this set. Here are the minifigures that come with this set. As I said, there are 6 minifigures, which include 2 battle droids, 3 501st Legion clone troopers, and 1 501st Legion jet trooper. So looking here, I just put 3 of them up here. This is the 501st Legion jet trooper. You can see he's got the blue arms and then the red highlights on his helmet. His torso is also a different print. This is one of our 501st troopers. You get 3 of these in total. And as you can see, he has a long rifle here with an extra piece on it, which this reminds me of like a piece from Battleship, like the pegs you use in Battleship, but it's just a peg piece with a hole in the top so it fits right over the top of that rifle. The other clone troopers carry this pretty standard blaster that you see from the Star Wars universe. And our droids also carry that same blaster. So looking at all of our figures here, once again, this is the Jet Trooper. You can see that his helmet has these nice red highlights. So there's a kind of an arrow shape here on his forehead, some little red accenting around the outside of his helmet there. The blue on the sides here and the different pattern on the top. He has a different chest print. So basically from mid-torso down, both these troopers look the same. So they have the same legs. This torso has the same belt around it and abdominal area. But then you notice the Jet Trooper has the blue here, whereas the 501st Trooper has the more kind of a 2 lines that make kind of this triangle. And you see how the helmet on the clone trooper here kind of matches up and meets up and then spreads out again here. Gray on the sides of the clone trooper. Our battle droid is just a plain droid, so it's all done in this tan color. There are 2 different arms, one with a hand twist, one with a hand at 90 degrees and one with a hand here flat so you could hold a weapon. You do get some extra arms so you can kind of mix and match how you want to build your droids. Moving around to the side, there's no printing on the arms, but you do see that on the back of our Jet Trooper is a Mandalorian style jetpack here. So that makes for the Jet Trooper. Here's the back printing on our clone trooper. No alternate faces on these. We'll go around and show you the fronts, but as you expect, these are the same head and face prints. As you notice, he has the blue printing here on the top of his armor, and then down below is pretty much the same belt print, and then the fanny pack sort of accessory there on the back for more storage of equipment. Moving back around to the front, let's take a look at the face prints, and as you expect, these are the angry clone troopers in this kind of darker nougat color. Here we have the 3 different kinds of minifigures that come with this set. Once again, there's 1 Jet Trooper, 3 of the clone trooper, 501st clone trooper, and 2 of the battle droids. Let's go back and I'll give you my final thoughts on the set. Overall, I really like the look of this set. I think it turned out pretty well. It's a pretty good value. You get 6 minifigures and 2 vehicle builds for $30. If you look at minifigures, they charge up to $5 per minifigure. So just in minifigures, you're getting a $30 value right there. The price per piece count is a little low, obviously, 215 pieces for $30. But that's because this pack is really about the minifigures and kind of an army building type pack. I do like the fact that there are stud shooters on both vehicles, so that gives it a little more action and playability. I think the walker definitely allows for a bit of positioning and posing for the walker. It would have been nice if the top part of the walker would actually turn, but it is a very static thing there. I think it would have been nice to have added a turntable there to make the walker be able to position or turn its head, per se. Turn the top part of the walker. The 2 droids that come with this are just standard droids, no printing, no coloring, just straight up droids, but it's nice to have a few of those for your armies as well. There are 2 different types of troopers here, as we pointed out when we looked at the minifigures closer. We have the Jet Trooper, who has the jetpack, and then he has a different torso and helmet print. The other 3 have the same torso and helmet prints, and all 4 of the clone troopers have the same legs. Hope you've enjoyed my thoughts on this Star Wars set. I'm going to get going on my next video, and until then, happy building. If you enjoyed this video, hit that like button. Be sure to subscribe to see more of my content. I've left a link to my other Star Wars reviews up here on the screen.